buzzword SMS stands for something much more meaningfully relevant, and that is self-management strategies. When we think of or we take the pride in being, when we say that I'm a gold medalist, MBA, a master's in business administration, business management, we might also need to ask the question, how far have we mastered what matters most to us? And that is self-management. And self-management for what? I think every one of us, if there are two things we look in life, always we look forward to, they are success and happiness. I would like to share with you, friends, a small anecdote, perhaps to more articulately share and perceive a correct vision of success and happiness. The story goes about a very rich father who was taking so much of pride in his wealth and material prosperity that he wanted to really impress upon his son, the great importance of this material prosperity and richness. So he decided that the best way to do that would be to take the son to the rural areas, to the villages, and show how the poor people live. So he took him to a village and showed him how the poor people live. For 2-3 days, he thought that the son would have got a real good idea of what poverty is, and he would now perhaps appreciate what our wealth and richness means. After returning back, he says, "My son, did you see how poor people live?" He said, "Yes." "And what did you mark?" And listen what the son replied. He said, "Father, I saw that we have one dog and they have 4. 4 are there in the streets. We have a swimming pool which is 10 meters long, and they have an endless stream in eternity. We have 50 imported lamps in our garden, and they have countless shining stars. Our terrace extends to the courtyard, and for them it is the horizon." And by the time he said this, the father was almost speechless. And the real climax is when the son told his father, "Thank you, Father, for showing me how poor we are." Fantastic. Just imagine, friends, where does the richness lie? Where does success and happiness really dwell? What I have always perceived as my definition of success, success is getting many of the things money can buy, no doubt. It is success. Success is getting many of the things money can buy and all of the things money cannot buy. The real values of life, what money cannot buy. If only you have all of them, then you can say that you have achieved success. It is also said that success is nothing what is static. If you were successful yesterday, that was not the end of it. Because success has to be necessarily dynamic, progressive, and therefore it is rightly said that success is the progressive realization of a worthy goal or goals. the progressive realization of your worthy goals in life. The goals have to be worthy. The goals of a criminal, if he achieves them, you wouldn't say that in the real sense he has achieved any success. But if you have achieved progressively, your worthy goals, that is what you would say achieving success. Now, when we talk of success, many people think that success is all about winning. And if you have lost, well, success is not yours. Friends, success is not about winning and losing. You must keep this in mind. Real success, as they say, is accepting your God-given opportunities and giving your divinely inspired goals 100% of your best effort. Whenever you do something to the core perfection, which gives you the satisfaction that you have put in your best, that is success. A poet, friends, it's just a four-liner, but has beautifully written, before God's footstool to confess, a poor soul knelt and bowed his head. I failed, he cried. The poet says, I failed, he cried. But the master said, thou didst thy best, and that is success. Friends, success is doing your very best to achieve your worthy goals. And as you go ahead and progressively realize that is crossing every important frontier of success. And therefore, Dr. Robert Schuller has beautifully said that success is being able to look at yourself in the mirror and be proud of the person you have become. When you can look at the mirror, smile at yourself and say that, well, I am proud of what I have done, that is being successful.